everybody, this is professional bass angler Mark Burgess. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about boat ramp etiquette, how to launch your boat, how to retrieve your boat, and generally have a better day on the water. Okay, so here we are in the make-ready area of the boat ramp parking lot where we want to prepare the boat to launch. Here I'm loosening my winch strap, taking the safety strap off, the boat and the trolling motor. And I want to keep the same routine every time so I just don't forget anything. Now back here at the back of the boat, you want to take your safety straps off. Make sure you put your plug in, you don't want to forget that. And just basically prepare the back of the boat to come off the trailer. Here I'll take the steering locks off. I'll take my transom saver off. Take my second safety strap off. And then you want to stow these items so they're not underfoot in your way when you launch the boat. Same time I want to get my life jackets out for myself and anybody else that might be with me. Here I'm going to power up the boat, turn my electronics on, get that area ready to go, make my way to the front of the boat, get my front electronics ready, and then make my way to the ramp. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Has this ever happened to you? Let me give you some help here. I'd like to share with you a few tips when you arrive at the boat ramp for inside the vehicle. The first thing I like to do is just take a general look around at the lay of land. Where the traffic's flowing, where the make-ready area is, where the ramp is, how people are moving throughout the ramp area, so you can just blend in and basically not be in the way and be more relaxed. The second thing I like to do is familiarize myself with the vehicle. A lot of times the person that drove the vehicle there to the ramp is not the person that's backing the boat in. So the mirrors aren't all adjusted, the seat's not adjusted. So the first thing you want to do is get in the vehicle, adjust your mirrors so you can see a little bit of the trailer out of both the left and the right hand mirror, as well as the rear view mirror. Make sure that you can look over your shoulder out of the back of the truck if necessary. That's a little tip that'll help you out. Here's another tip that'll help you out at the boat ramp. When you're backing up your boat trailer, everything is opposite. Left is right and right is left, and this is where most people get confused. What'll help you out is if you take your hand and put it at the bottom of the steering wheel instead of the top. If you want the boat trailer to move to the left, you move your hand to the left. If you want the boat trailer to move to the right, you move your hand to the right. This will help you keep going the right direction, and make sure you do it just a little bit at a time, not too much. Another tip is to make sure you have both your windows down, even in inclement weather. A lot of times people will be guiding you from the back verbally, and if a child runs behind the boat or you're going to back the wrong way or into something, someone's going to yell, "Whoa." You want to be able to hear them, or go left or go right. So having the windows down will help you out quite a bit. I hope these tips help you have a better day on the water. Okay, we're ready to go. We want to leave the make-ready area and get in line for the boat ramp. Once you're in the boat ramp area, make sure you pull as far forward as you possibly can. Most people make a mistake here and they don't give themselves enough room to maneuver. What you want to do is make sure that the truck, the trailer, and the ramp are all parallel. Then start to back up. Just take your time, be slow, look out of both mirrors, and back up to the point where you see your boat start to float. At that point, make sure you put the truck in park, put the emergency brake on. Now here I'm climbing into the back of my truck because I don't want to get my feet wet, but you can wade into the water if you want. Now I've left my winch strap attached. This is because I'm by myself and I did not want to end up swimming for my boat. You don't want it floating off the trailer until you're ready to get into it. Had I had other people with me, I could have been in the boat, left it detached, and they would have just put me in the water and it would have floated off and I would have been good to go. But here I've left it attached. Once I detach the winch strap from the front of the boat, it's ready to float. Here I am, push it off the trailer. Don't forget to hop in. Again, we don't want to go swimming. Make my way to the helm. Put your life jacket on, very important that you do that. So I'm going to start my big motor and make my way over to the beach. Now you can either beach your boat here or tie up to a boat ramp. Whatever they have there, whether it be a dock, tie up to the dock, or you can beach it. Square your boat away. Now this whole time, my truck is still at the boat ramp, and that's perfectly okay. No one's going to fault you for leaving it there because you are, again, by yourself. So I've pulled my boat up, make sure it's not going to float away, make my way back to the truck, where I'll release the emergency brake, pull the trailer out of the water, and go park in the parking lot. Get ready to head out for a great day on the water. Okay, now that you've seen how to launch a boat, a little quick story about how not to launch a boat. A few years ago, my wife and I invited friends of ours up to New Hampshire for a day out on the lake. At the time, I had a pontoon boat. So no big deal, we get down the boat ramp and we realized that you need a sticker to park there. So my wife has to drive my buddy back to our house to drop his car off and then bring him back. So while they were doing that, I decided to put the pontoon boat in the water. Well, my friend's wife and her newborn, as well as my sons, we put them on the boat. We all got in, put the life jackets on, got them all squared away, and went to go put the boat in the water like I normally do. I've done it 1,000 times. Back down the ramp, put the boat in the water, waited till the back of the boat was floating, put the truck in park, walked back there, tried to get the boat off the trailer, it wouldn't come off the trailer. So I hadn't backed in far enough, so no big deal. Hop back in the truck, back up a little further, and I looked in the mirror, and to my horror, the boat is floating away, floating off the trailer. I must have forgot to reattach the bow strap, so I jumped up on the trailer bunks, shimmied down, and made a one last ditch effort to get to the boat. I leaped, and I landed half on the boat, half in the water. Wallet, cell phone, the whole bit. Everybody behind me, busy boat ramp, busy beach area, all started applauding. Big show, big scene. Got back up in the boat. You know, of course, none of them knew how to run a boat, so it was a bad situation. Pulled back over to the dock, tied it up, and went on to have a great day. But just goes to show you, nobody's immune. So now that you've seen how to launch a boat, a little quick story on how not to launch a boat, let's now take a look at how to load your boat. Okay, here we are at the end of the day, and we want to retrieve our boat. So again, pull up into the ramp area and line the truck and trailer up with the ramp, back slowly down into the water. And there's two scenarios here. One is if you can power load at this ramp, and one is if you're not allowed to power load. This is a situation right here where you're not allowed. I'm going to back the trailer in a little deeper so the boat floats further onto the trailer. Now here's a situation where you are allowed to power load the boat with the big engine. Again, I want to line the truck and trailer up with the ramp, back slowly down until the trailer is not quite as deep as it was before. And you'll get to a point where you recognize this the more you do it. Now you'll see here I'm not backing the trailer in as deep as I did before. This will allow me to power load the boat. Okay, here we are ready to put the boat on the trailer. Now you're going to notice I have the trailer a lot deeper than usual. This is to allow the boat to float further up on the trailer, making it a lot easier to winch it onto the trailer. You won't have to work as hard. So take your time, keep it straight, center the boat, nice and slow and steady. You see the boat, how far it floated up on the trailer? This is going to make it a lot easier on me to winch the boat up onto the trailer. Almost no work at all. All I really need to do is just attach my winch strap here and just tighten it up. It's very important so that the boat doesn't slip back on the trailer when you pull it out. Now here we are with the trailer not as deep. This is so I can power load it. Now you notice that the trailer is sticking out of the water. The boat will not float as far up on the trailer. Now I could winch it on here, but it would be difficult for me to do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the big motor to power the boat up onto the trailer. You see I'll give it a little bit of gas until the bow eye hits the winch stand. Now I'm still going to need to attach it to the trailer. I want to just make sure that this is good and tight. Again, you don't want the boat slipping back on the trailer. Make sure that's good and tight. Jump back into the truck and just slowly pull out of the water. And we'll head back over to the make ready area. Only now we're going to make ready to head out on the highway. Okay, here we are back at the make ready area, ready to head home. And here I'm just reversing the process from earlier in the morning. I'm attaching my safety strap, putting the safety strap on the trolling motor, and I'm just reversing the process, just following the routine that I have just to make my boat ready to head home. It's good to establish a routine, that way you won't forget anything. Here I'm putting my transom straps on, and I'm making sure I'm also gonna pull the plug. This will drain any excess water from the hull, save a little bit of money on fuel too. Here's my other transom strap. I want to go ahead and stow any loose gear, life jackets, fishing rods, trash, putting my transom saver on, just so that everything's good to go back there. Again, following the routine. Want to turn the power off to the boat, square away my front electronics, and then just kind of give the boat a good look around, make sure that I've stowed my fishing rods and anything else that may blow away, and we're good to go. For more information on how to back up a boat trailer and boat ramp etiquette, as well as fishing tips and anything to do with fishing, go to markburgessfishing.com or turtle1.com, that's O-N-E. Thank you very much. See you out on the water.